out on the map. And we are on Entombed Valley, so my only thought is, oh God, please don't let that happen here, because that would be tragic. We do have in the bottom left, we do have the Red Terran DrOetker, who recently has successfully defended his 4-gate aggression by his opponent.
And spawning in the top left, he is our blue Terran.
Oh
He is
God.
here in the SCV Rush Gold Platinum Tournament representing Clan Poo. His name is HorsePoo. Oh, I was trying so hard not to laugh. I am actually 12 years old, guys. It's been revealed on stream. The beard was a lie.
You're actually gluing it. You're gluing it to your face every time you go out among the people. Oh my God! No, I honestly, I should have seen this coming. I should have introduced HorsePoo first, so that you don't have to shout his name for Christ's
No, that's
sakes.
even better. I hope my family heard that. I hope the next door neighbours heard that.
Now we do have Pooh the bear, right?
Oh yeah, well, Winnie the
So
Pooh.
he eats honey. I wonder what HorsePoo eats.
Probably Findus lasagnas.
What?
That is an entirely UK-based joke. Recently in the UK, there's a company called Findus that do like frozen meals, and
Okay.
in their supposedly 100% beef lasagnas was found horse DNA.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's kind of a big scandal going on in the UK.
Oh, so that's why. Okay.
So there is a connection there. I didn't just pluck a random frozen food ready meal from the depths of my brain.
Dr. Edgar is taking a very fast second gas. That intrigues me quite a lot because, he's keeping his money very, very, very low. Oh, there we go. I was looking for that factory, and indeed we do see it going out. HorsePoo, he's just thinking of early expanding here, and still without gas. Most probably with double gas, this will be for Cloaked Banshees. Or just Banshees, his scanning and his missile turret / NG bay timings will have to be right on spot.
Yeah, this is the kind of thing that can kill a Terran really, really quick. If you mess up your defense of Banshees, especially Cloaked Banshees, that can just put an end to the game right there and then. You lose so many workers, and your opponent can just mass whatever he feels like, move up that ramp, and kill you stone dead right from the off. So Starport and Tech Lab going down, it was pretty obviously going to be Banshees. I don't think there was any other way to take an opening like this. You can do Hellion drops, but you don't need the double gas quite so quick.
Look at this, he doesn't see it! He scans, he doesn't see it!
That's why you build it right up there.
Oh my God, it was literally one hex away from seeing that starport, and that would be a big tell. And also, like, the scan wasn't placed ideally, it was right around here, so that means he did not scan the expansion either. So he does not know if his opponent has expanded or has not expanded.
Even worse, didn't even scan the second gas.
Oh my God, yeah, that's true. So, guys, this is a prime example of how to waste 50 energy needlessly 101. This is actually a course you will have to go through at the StarCraft 2 University when you finally decide to apply and pay your scholar fees, which is pretty low considering it's a StarCraft 2 academy. So we only have to pay something like £10,000 per semester. But we will teach you all the skills you need, such as how to place your scans properly. Just joking.
No, I'll totally do it. I'll start an SC2 Academy. They'll probably do it at Khan Academy, actually. Khan Academy teaches everything.
Really?
Probably.
Do they teach knitting?
I hope so.
Oh, I hope so as well. I love knitting.
So, here comes the first Banshee. Cloak is over halfway done. Now, will he wait to go in until Cloak is finished? Because it was spotted. HorsePoo has one Marine out there that I think did see that Banshee passing. So we have Marines moving into position to catch it on the way in. That's really nicely done by him.
Now the problem with Banshees, of course, is that from this position, the Banshee can attack the natural, switch back to the main, jump back to the natural, jump back to the main, while all the while staying safe because it will keep to the edge of the map. And we do have a second Banshee in production as this one goes to do its business. And we do have Cloak as well researched, so...
Oh, but this should die.
Right. And it's scanned right away and goes down. That was not a good use of a very expensive airborne unit with advanced cloaking technology stolen from Klingons, because that requires, you know how expensive that is? You have to go forward in time, steal the cloaking generator from the Warbird, go back, and then you have to do the most grueling thing of all. You have to bypass the US patent law. Because if you don't, you're never going to have your Cloak Banshee ever.
So now this Banshee's Cloak, there is no scan available just yet. We are 7 energy away. A missile turret is also going to go up. Once it's finished, or once a scan comes in, he should be able to take it down. DrOetker being a lot better with this one than he did with the last one, though. Not moving it into a position where he can't escape if he gets scanned, and that's really nice by him. Just get out of there. There's only that one scan available, but a second one will shortly follow. Almost by the time that's finished, a second one will be ready, and then the missile turret will be up, and it doesn't matter because it's got no energy left anyway. So now he's not really going to do a great deal with this.
Yeah, and we can see that DrOetker is still behind on the workers. I mean, when you're going for an opening such as this, you have to do way more damage than DrOetker did so far. On top of that, he made not one, he made 2 Banshees. So, all the more reason, or even duty, to do terrible amounts of damage. Now, unfortunately, both of those Banshees came from the same direction, and DrOetker he's going for mech play. We have 3 factories on the way, 3rd command center. This bunker is just a token defense, and siege tanks are starting to litter the battleground everywhere.
Yeah, I really want to see what HorsePoo does from here, to be honest. Because of course he started with a decent Banshee defense. You know, we've had 2 Banshees, one of which is already dead. So far for 4 worker kills, entirely not worth it. But really, it's going to be more down to any engagements that occur. With DrOetker going mech, he's going to have the advantage in terms of strength. But HorsePoo, being bio, being this marine tank player, we will see a lot more in terms of mobility. So his job for me is going to be to shut down a 3rd, if at all possible. Because if you keep a mech player on 2 bases, they don't have an army. You just cannot afford one off 2 bases alone. It's very, very difficult.
Alright, so 4 more kills with the Banshee. In total, 7 workers have been killed so far. But that Banshee did go down, so that's 2 Banshees traded for 7 SCVs. Not a good trade if you ask me. And now, seeing that barracks in the middle of the map, HorsePoo knows that his opponent did go mech. Stim still not done. What the hell? And but it's getting close. It's what? It's not even queued up. What the?
No, he started off with combat shields instead.
I don't care what you start with. It should have been finished by now. It's 13-minute mark, for Christ's sakes. I mean, this is really bad news for HorsePoo. And as the how are you going to? He cannot even attack. He can't be aggressive without stim. You cannot stim into a siege line. You cannot start target firing down the tanks, and not to mention Hellions. You just take them down very, very, very slowly without that stim. The combat shields are good defensive, defense-wise. It helps your Marines stay alive a little bit longer. Take one more shot from those Hellions to die, for example. But and he's moving out on the map without stim. I don't know if he even realizes he does not have that.
I think he must think he has it, because I mean, even if you were just being really, really late with it, you'd start it as soon as combat shield finished.
Yeah. And we have first Thors. First Thors out on the map. And you know what? With this many Marines, I don't actually know it's the siege up will have
There's
to
blue
come.
flame Hellions, there's siege tanks. It's going to be very, very hard for HorsePoo to actually move into that. There's a Thor.
Yeah,
The Thor can actually go in and tank that siege tank up. Once that's dead, well, now there's nothing left.
yeah, and all DrOetker has to do is replenish all those damn Hellions, and then he can just go kill HorsePoo straight up. I feel like.
Yep.
So we have +2 weapons on the way for DrOetker as well. What does HorsePoo have going for him, actually? He's trying to take a third base now, and I admit that third base will be a lot later than DrOetker's. DrOetker's is already down, and he's, interestingly enough, adding on barracks. Maybe he wants to make another scouting barracks? Oh, okay. Maybe he wants to make another factory, but he can't make it because he does not have the barracks. He's only scouting barracks, got killed in the middle of the map. So, yeah, in order to macro, he has to go back down or back up his tech tree, actually. And finally, Stim started to be researched, but will still take good amount of time, approximately 2 minutes until it finishes. This is all the time in the world. And all the time that DrOetker needs to secure a 3-base economy and push. And what is this? A hidden base by HorsePoo.
That will not remain hidden for long, maybe? No, he's not actually going to go up quite far enough to see it. This is such a strange TVT.
Yeah, well, you know, I would still say that there's a huge timing window for DrOetker to exploit. And he's so up in supply, but you know, you have to remember all those units. He's got 8 Thors, 11 tanks, 4 Marines, and those are in the bunker, and 13 Hellions. And mainly those Thors and the tanks are taking up the majority of that supply. So, you know, then again, Blue Flame Hellions with +2 attack, they kill Marines pretty quickly.
Yeah, and of course, the Stim is still not finished.
Yeah, but when that Stim finishes, it's going to change the calculus of those battles tremendously. I mean,
oh, absolutely.
But one key component to this army that HorsePoo is sadly lacking are medevacs. Until such a time that he has those medevacs, that's only one Stim, and you better make it count because you cannot Stim a second time. That will be his philosophy, his war plan, so to speak, and I don't think DrOetker will give him that time. Look at this, 187 supply, and he's getting aggressive.
Yep, and that's 195 supply now versus 144 of mech versus bio, where the mech units are actually the more cost-efficient ones. Just has to be careful here. He just wants to march right now into a siege tank line. Not always the wisest thing. Finally seizes up his own tanks, can start to leapfrog forward. The Hellions with blue flame absolutely disintegrating those Marines. And with no Marine support, these siege tanks can't actually do a lot. This Thor will finally die. And HorsePoo, interestingly, left with the vision advantage. But DrOetker does have enough scans to use that to his advantage so that the Vikings will not matter quite so much.
Well, he has to start leapfrogging his tanks a little bit forward, or use, you know, because HorsePoo's tanks are out of his range right now, so he has to move forward somehow. 3 more command centers going down back at his 3rd, and DrOetker is planting his 4th base down right now.
Yep, here come the Hellions again, trying to just get in there with their blue flame and take down siege tanks. With 3 Thors backing them up now, well, this siege tank is dead. I honestly think HorsePoo is very, very close to death here, as DrOetker's siege tanks march in to finish the job. We have 2 more siege tanks left on the ramp, and that's pretty much it. So DrOetker sieges up in range of 1. The bunker also goes down, and the final siege tank will not quite fall. There it goes.
There it goes, explodes into parts and pieces of metal. And it is not long before HorsePoo will have to GG. He's even pulling SCVs, most of them getting killed before they even reach the Thors. And there's the GG from HorsePoo, there's the GG from DrOetker. DrOetker up 1-0 over HorsePoo.